gone back to cold again. So it's the Grimsby hoodie that is out. It's Australia versus Denmark, which is of course now a 3 PM kickoff. They're not every hour of the day, which is very sad, but at least we've got career mode that we can focus a little bit more upon, which of course we're well focused on already, but we need to, because guess what, for the second episode in a row, it's a huge start. Yes people, welcome back to episode number 4 of season number 7 now of this Grimsby Town to Glory FIFA 23 save here on the MWS channel, the only channel you can find this save. As if you do enjoy this and you haven't already, I'll get it straight out of the way. Make sure you've subscribed to the channel, and also if you've already done that and you still want to help out, smash the like button. We'll aim for 30. We'll be very steady. We'll aim for 30. And of course, if you want to leave a comment on a sign-in suggestion, suggestions for the channel, just a nice message, a not nice message, you are completely welcome to do that. I do try and reply to every single comment in due time. As you can see, the standings is what we're going to start off by standing and looking at. Hey, as we play Wolves, bottom of the league at Molineux to start us off with. We have 2 wins after, spoiler alert, beating Everton and West Ham in the last episode. One was a played one, one was a simulated one. As you'll see here, the played one was a lot of fun. We beat them 4-1 at New Blundell Park, but the games today, apart from Wolves as well, so we don't want to get beat, of course, but if we do, games are still winnable with Bournemouth, Aston Villa away from home, West Brom, Crystal Palace, and Leicester, with Tottenham, which I don't know if we get onto, probably not, that's the 7th game, innit? We will probably play West Brom and Wolves for definite. Maybe Villa or Leicester. Maybe we throw a little bit of a big boy in there. Or maybe whoever's just lowest. Because, of course, I want to start playing more teams once we get out of the relegation zone. I think it is a normal thing to do to play those teams around us and try and lift us spirits. As Reggie Stone, happy to go back in the team. I'm going to say you're a big player for us, which is true. Diarra. This isn't all about you, which is going to make him unhappy, but I don't intend on starting him. Brahimi Diarra's fit. This isn't all about you. Josh Eccles as Flynn Downs. I've got it under control. He keeps on moaning. We're a newly promoted team. It's going to be difficult. As you can see, Reggie is in the lineup. The 2 players that are just denied aren't in the lineup still. We've got Pritchard, who's now fit again, but his pace has gone down big time. And Bryn Powell, who maybe both need loan deals, I don't know, as we know what his main team is. However, we've got Andrew still in goal, Rankin Costello and Gleno as fullbacks now. Got a formation change with Machida and Papetti as the 2 centre-halves. Downs just sitting in front, helping out screen the defence, with Reggie Stone and Panadella just ahead of him. And 3 strikers. The right striker, Ben Waine. Barreira through the middle, did very well there against Everton. And of course Santana on the left. Very trusting in these 3 to come good together as a trio. You've heard of MSN. Have you heard of SBW? Come on lads, I'm really destined for 3 points here as Rui Silva in goal. João Madrio, Fontarosa, Razo and Ait Nuri still there with Chandler Sorrentino and Javi Simmons with the armband. Combeu, Fofana and Chiquinho. It's a weak Wolves team. That's probably why they're down there. On the bench though, Lee Kangin and Hervin Lozano. I think they should be in that lineup, especially when Chiquinho was starting. No offence to him. And I cannot believe Javier Simmons has got the armband. What is he, 20 in this career mode? Of course, he starts very young, as we've got to start very strong here. Come on, Rankin Costello. Straight into Reggie Stone. We want an instant lead if we can get it in the sunset of Birmingham, as we're going to get that around the corner, straight into Rankin Costello. Little bit of a gap here for Ben Waine. If he can get there, he tries to. Unlucky. There's Fontana into Combeu. Gets the ball through, and they've got a chance to start off with. 10 minutes in, and Andrews pulling out a big save to start off. Really, really good, as we've got to defend the corner. Javi Simmons taking it, of course. Near post. It's too easy, as the goalkeeper slams himself into the post to get that one. Sorrentino's done himself in, getting the header one. Who was it? It was Barreira who might have just caught him a little bit. Hope he makes a swift recovery, so we've got to try and get this swiftly out of the box. It's going towards another head. Good from Papetti. And Ben Wain's in fact got the ball from a Hugo Barreira header on. As what can we do with it? We've given it into Rankin Costello. Through the middle into Reggie Stone. Flynn Downs. That's a good ball onto Santana. He's got a man at the side of him. Rankin Costello, the fullback now into Barreira. Tries to get a glance. Our best chance. Andrew with a pass out. I can see Javi Simmons putting the pressure on from the midfield. Onto Santana now. Tried to get it through that gap, but he's actually lost it. In quite a perilous position. We've got to win this back if we can. Mark as men. But also shut him down. Wolves can take a shot on from the edge of the box as Simmons puts it over. Thought he might have done something as Reggie gets the ball here anyway. And Barreira, that's a good dink towards Ben Wain. Just not there. You can tell it's a bit of a grudge game. Yes, we're off the back of a victory, but Wolves are holding resolute. As we'll get a throw in here just before half-time. Can we do anything with it? Back into Flynn Downs. Reggie Stone. Oh, that's not a great one though. We've got one added minute. Let's just make sure they don't get up the field as well. Gleno coming to put the pressure on João Mario. Should have got that ball as there is the whistle. 0-0 in Wolverhampton. From that, no changes to be made for myself as, I don't know, maybe it comes into fruition who we change later on as Rankin Costello with a good move. We've got to wake up a little bit. See, they're urgent as well as us. We just need to be quicker with us passing as that's out to Costello. Or Costello, I always get his name wrong, don't I? As that's into Stone. That's a poor ball around the corner. Cornbew puts it back into Javi Simmons. As Javi Simmons doesn't really know where he's going himself, I think, because we did get a bit of a tackle on him. Chiquinho to take this ball, and he looks for an angle. Finds an easy one into Fofana across the box. And there's Javi Simmons knowing what he's going to do. He's slotting it in the bottom corner. Wolverhampton take a lead. And to be fair, might have just grudged it. In a game we can't afford to lose. We're losing it. It's just a little good move. Fofana with a chip to make sure Papetti doesn't get in the way. Andrew can't save it. Now as backs are against the wall. In a game we really couldn't afford to lose. We're now losing with half an hour to go. Unlucky for ourselves as Ben Wain into Hugo Barreira. That's round the corner into Ben Wain. I thought I would have saw a bit more of an impact after the Everton win. It doesn't seem like it is. Not great at all as Paradella now into Hugo Barreira. Look at the run over the top here from Ben Wain. Little bit of an angle to get it into the box, but there's no one there. Onto Barreira now. Santana goes out wide. A poor ball. As Hugo Barreira now has it. It's a mistake. They've passed the ball straight into us, but we've still got to make a move of it. Here he is. Oh, he went to go back into Cookie. Or not Cookie, Reggie. Cookie's coming on in a minute, though, along with Christian Saidi and Brahimi Diarra to replace, I think it's Santana and Ben Wain. Santana, in particular, has been very poor, as Papetti's been poor there. Chiquinho through. It's 2-0. It's a mistake from a defensive pass, a defensive error. Now it's a challenge. Bruno Lage, unlike in real life, may be keeping his job here, as the pass was not a great one. And just blaster passed us into the back of the net. And I'm really trying not to get frustrated by this performance, because I'm still buzzing off the Everton win, although this is a really bad loss if it comes through. But we might get a goal back. Oh! Hugo Barreira. After a hat-trick, you do that. That was poor. As can we still get one back? I don't think we've got time for two, really, have we? Putting the pressure on Simmons with the pass through onto Ait Nuri. And there is the whistle. We've lost the game 2-0. Oh dear. Back to the drawing board, methinks. That just puts us straight near bottom again. It was Wolves' day. Nothing really more we can say. It was a grudge match, and you can see they jump above us. Still, the potential to get out of the relegation zone is well and truly still here. We have Bournemouth next. And I'm thinking we just try and rectify it straight away. Aston Villa are going to be higher. It's away from home against Villa. It's going to be a struggle. As West Brom later on, I saw they were closer to us. Reggie asking about playtime. You're in the team, mate. As I don't know what changes I make after that one. Could I make a change at the back? I mean, Machida's stats on paper look sensational. Sensational, but it's defensive passes that are making us errors. And Matty Pollock's actually isn't much better. I don't want to change Southwood. I don't want to change the goalkeeper at all. Diarra, maybe for Ben Wain. Actually, Santana, even with his rating, was very, very poor last time out. As I'll have to try and knock him out on the wing a little bit more if I can. Can I get him out on the wing? There we go. It doesn't look right, does it? I'm going to have to pull him back in. I don't like that. Might just play him with a -3 as a right forward. Ben Wayne as a left. Barreira through the middle. And yeah, Santana, although highest rated, very, very poor. Very poor. So we're going to go with that. Bournemouth. We've just got to hope we win every game. And the starting 11 for the Cherries is David Soria in goal. Stojanovic, Emerick Laporte, Hermoso and Boscagli, good defence. Thomas Partey and Arnie Meyer with David Brooks, Esposito, Jaden Anthony, Lucas Nemecha. That is so much more improved since last time we saw them. Jan Valery on the bench. No one else really on the bench. Shariki Dembele, ex-Grimsby Town. Saw him when I had my season ticket years ago. Was a good player, but then handed the transfer request in. So, let's make him and his new club, well, not even relatively new. He's been there quite a while now. Let's just make him pay. There's Lucas Nemecha on the ball to start off with. He's good, the German. Can't believe they've got the likes of Partey and Emerick Laporte as a good save, Andrew, to begin with. Bournemouth trying to take a sneaky early lead. We've got to be better from set pieces as well in this career mode as Koike heads that away. Very nicely done, and a good turn from Ben Wayne, you know. Very good turn. He's going to run on this right-hand side where he was previously. He's liking this is the Kiwi. He's still going, is Ben Wayne. Can he try and put it across? His heavy touch at the end, letting him down. That was unfortunate as ball will go out for us here, and it looks like Brahimi Diarra has picked up a bit of a knock. He has, and again, not taking any risks with any players. So, even when I took him off, Santana's going to have to get straight back into the team. 11 minutes gone. Taking the new man who we just put back in the team off for another as now into Ben Wayne. Ben Wayne tries to sneak that behind to Santana. Would have been some impact as they've got the ball here going down the line. That's a good ball inside and Andrew with a good save. David Brooks, of course. Good save from Andrew. And now we've got to defend the corner again. It's not whipped in. It's short to Brooksy who is blocked by Paradella still. Jaden Anthony, ex-Brom would him, into Gleno though, and we've managed to try and get this away. Paradella, that's a quick ball onto Hugo Barreira, who's going to keep this ball away from his men. He's going to put it down the line onto Paradella. That's good football from the Mariners, through to Ben Wayne, who gets his shot off. Sorry, a good save, and a good catch. Big chance. That's good football though from the Mariners as we've got the ball straight back. Ben Wayne into Barreira, now onto Reggie Stone from left to right, but we can't go the same way again. Reggie Stone's let it sneak past him as Lucas Nemecha just trying to go on the edge of his men now as now that's put behind. And Esposito running through, trying to get the ball away. It's all over the place and Andrew to pick it up. There was an advantage in there, which I don't have a clue what it was for. Bit of a scramble as well. I thought we took the man out. Maybe it was an advantage for a penalty. Who knows? All we know is we've got the ball and now we've lost it again. That wasn't good play at all as Brooksy down this line, putting it through onto Stojanovic. Now back into Brooks. He could get a turn in here, Esposito. Trying to make sure he doesn't. And Andrew with the save. It's definitely us under pressure. As always, Ben Wayne missing the biggest chance of the game and it's all them. That's an easy header one. And as goalkeeper saving it again. Sometimes I just ask myself, would Luke Southwood make all these saves that Andrew makes? Because he does make a fair few. They look easy to the eye, but definitely not in the Premier League. As Stojanovic to run down this line again, and that's round the corner. Rather disguised. Nemecha, Andrew again! He's been superb as the Brazilian in this half. What a pick-up from Argentina. As we've got to try and get this out of the box. As that's another header one at the near post. Andrew with the catch. We've got to protect him more in the second half. No if, buts or maybes. It's still 0-0 somehow. And we're starting this second half off with a red card. A red card. David Brooks has been sent off. I didn't think it was, but looking at that replay, referee may have got it right. So that's a lot of pressure took off of us, of course. I still know we haven't got the result. And, of course, I don't know if Bournemouth's going to drop off at all. Maybe 10 men spurs them on a little bit. They're nowhere second bottom of the league in the relegation zone, and they're still quite close. Being gifted a bit of a lifeline. As Flynn Downs now on the ball as well. As there was Hugo Barreira running through. Flynn Downs, we've passed it round the corner now. That's a good ball through onto Ben Wayne, you know! And Ben Wayne stuck it in the back of the net. That's the chance took. They've gone down to 10. a little bit of a lifeline, and we utilise. Spectacular finish from the Kiwi, just past Soria into the bottom corner. Our number 27, the lucky number for me, putting us in front. David Brooks, as much as is a hero in real life and in this game, of course, he was in the Grimsby save last time out, a big player for us. He'll be a bit angry with himself now for getting dismissed as Reggie Stone with the ball straight through onto Hugo Barreira. Runners around us. It's found Santana, stood looking for his first town goal, and if he keeps on doing that, he'll never get it. As Arnie Mayer with the ball through onto Esposito. He's got runners in front of him, Lucas Nemecha. They've got a very good team around what was David Brooks, of course, still, so I don't know why they've really sat back a little bit and let us play as they are doing still. Hugo Barreira cuts inside of his man, and as soon as I went to pull the trigger, we almost scored as there was almost a back pass into his own net. Corners gifted as Josh Eccles did come on for Paradella, just to add a bit more defensive structure, as that's towards Santana, who was free as a bird, but still not got his head on it. It's back out to Josh Eccles, trying to spin his man and trying to whip a ball in. It's not a bad one. Laporte, it's got to be a handball. It still fell back to us, and we've not took the chance. So unlucky as Flynn Downs forward onto Ben Wayne. Is this Gleno? Yeah. Gleno on this side. Puts the ball into Reggie Stone. Puts it onto the run of Josh Eccles. Looking for his second Prem goal. Surely a foul. Nope, nothing given. Gleno back into Ben Wayne round the corner for Reggie. He'll dink it in, and Ben Wayne's there again. What a save from Soria. What a save. We'll take Reggie Stone off. We'll rest as main man as a corner ball here in the dying stages. Do we whip this in or do we go short? I think we go short at this moment, don't we? Santana, he'll whip it in though. Machida was diving at it. Papetti gets there, and oh, I thought it was the 90th minute. It's actually not. There's going to be added time, so we've got to get back, boys. 3 minutes of it, in fact. Goalkeeper stalling a little bit as Flynn Downs with an important header straight onto Barreira. Ben Wayne just got to keep the ball, really, and we definitely don't do that, but it doesn't matter. The second half dismissal played a big part in the end as we come out 1-0 victors at home. Our third Premier League win, courtesy of Ben Wayne, and it's a big one. As Brahimi Diarra, as always, he always takes a knock, but it's only 5 days. Saying that, he is of course going to be out for our trip to Villa Park, because that's very quickly come about. As look at that, we're out of the relegation zone now. Very good stuff, but still we've got to keep it up. Wolves with a game in hand. Looks like they've picked up some more points since we last played them, so congratulations. Hope they can't do it anymore though. We've shuffled his team about as Bergalmo Calcio offering for Brim Powell. Not a bad bit of money, you know. We could use that for our money to try and keep Felix Cook, so I am going to accept it. Yes, he's got promise as a striker, but I'm going to take him, of course, getting played over that as Liam Cox is back from injury. His rating isn't doing him any favours at all at the moment, is it? He's down to 69 rated. He was our main striker for a long time, and he has really fallen from grace. He's a youth player I thought would just stand with us until the end of time. As you can see, I've changed it up a little bit. I should show you that before we simulate. Ben Wayne's still tired. Gleno tired. We'll put Pollock in, Cookie in, and Saidi and Eccles at right back. Seeing if we can try and upset Villa a little bit. Cameron Archer up front. Can we do anything? We can get a draw, which in my book is very good after we change it up a little bit. Beauregard with their goal, and Barreira 4 minutes from time. Happy with it. Very happy, as now we jump to 16th and we play 17th next. We've gone from trying to get out of the relegation zone and losing to Wolves to now potentially taking a leapfrog away from it if we can beat the Baggies. Again, we've got to change the team around though, as we've got month report, Scott Powell. I'll make the decisions, mate. Don't mean to make you unhappy, but you're not going to start this game. I've got my team in mind. Barreira's gone up a rating, of course he has. He's playing superbly at the moment. And we're going to change these around back to the team that really was doing well, even though we got a point. We won against Bournemouth. So this is what we go with. Flynn Downs a little bit tired. We could do with getting some backup in for him, if of course we had the money. And West Brom's team, Josh Griffiths in goal. Taylor Garner Kickman, Trusty Taylor, someone else. Sam John and Lependant, Pelistri, Kicaldio and Michael Johnson with Elijah Gregory. We missed on that wing Johnson and Ashworth. Maybe I got Johnson, I don't know. Leo Ostergaard on the bench, Marquinhos. Okay, Baggy's team. As Rankin Costello through the middle, straight onto Reggie Stone here. And we're going to try and get off to a good start again, because we've slipped off of doing that a little bit, haven't we? That's a ball towards Flynn Downs and a header from Trusty. I think that hit the arm. I definitely think that hit the arm. Why is no fans actually shouting for it? Or players on the field. As we're going to try and edge of the box run again. Paradella to whip it in. He's got a good ball on there. And Ben Waine! Doesn't matter about the penalty shout. The Kiwis got another one. And I tell you what, that's some header from our Ben. Look at that. It just drops off his man. Number 27's lucky, I tell you. Underneath Josh Griffiths. 1-0. In a game we need to win. That should take the pressure off a little bit more if we can get it, as we've slid in there. But Gregory still gets out to Palistri. A ball through the middle. Machida with the read. Straight back into Andrew. Oh, that could have been very costly. Lads, get your head back in the game. We don't want it like Brighton. Goal after our goal. Every single time we just score and concede. So we've got to be more resolute. Come on. Reggie Stone. Ben Waine in front. He goes for Rankin Costello instead, who drops it back off into him. Can't pass it past the defence. As Flynn Downs making a tackle in the middle of the field and gifting West Brom an opportunity. Of course, they're going to pass it short. We just need to stay back, really. And we get the ball passed to us. Nice work as Reggie Stone into Santana. I want to see a bit more from him. 5'5" and has all the skill moves. A Spaniard. He should be very technically gifted. As Palistri now into Siliayu. Now they've got the ball into Gregory, who slides it across the deck. Ben Waine back into Rankin Costello. Try to put it around the corner. Falls straight back into Reggie Stone, however. Now on to Ben Waine. We're trying to play this ball around a bit nicely as Costello. That's a good whip in. Santana just arriving too late. Header one. Again. That ball's just bouncing off Trusty. I wouldn't trust him not to handball it. Almost the end of the first half here. We hold this 1-0 lead down. There's a ball over the top into Johnston. Johnston to try and run at us. We've pulled his shirt a little bit. Still not got it. Papetti does, however, and a pass into Ben Waine. Ben Waine to run now. He loves a little run, does Ben, as that's it. Ben on the charge again. It rhymes. It's too nice. As he's going to the byline to whip it back into Hugo Barreira. Oh, and he scored it as well. What a goal that is. Ben Waine, take a bow. It's a really solid hit from Barreira, but what an assist. Sometimes you've got to pick the ball up and just run with it. Holds it up. And I thought that was going well wide. First time, left foot. Goalkeeper couldn't get his angles right. 2-0. And I tell you what, going into this second half right now, I feel so comfortable with the way we're going. I don't want to make any changes. Flynn Downs is looking fatigued. Felix Cook will be on the bench, or off the bench should I say, very shortly. As if it stays the same, of course, as Gregory holding it up on the edge of the box. Papetti coming slightly across, a good 1-2, and they had a ball through there. What a challenge from Andrea. As now Reggie Stone get forward, Barreira. We've got a chance here to catch them out. They've got to come out their shell and try and win this, as that's a bad challenge. Referee having none of it. I was thoroughly anticipating the whistle as Palistri forward, ball through. That's a good one on to Siliadu, who hits the post. It's a save by Andrew as well. What a save it was, as in fact, because Felix Cook's transfer's in the air at the moment, I'll stick Tommy Shepherd in CDM. He's played there before. He should be comfortable, as the captain's going to get a well-earned rest. Now he's helped us get 2-0 up in this one. Glenno with a header away, straight into Barreira. Even able to pass this one out straight into Tommy Shepherd. Back into Ben Waine. Shepherd not making the run, so we'll go with Waine again. Can we get anyone supporting? Rankin Costello coming inside of him. I like my fullback still going forward. That's a slip ball into Barreira. He's going to power it. He's going to score another one on a tight angle. Hugo Barreira. He's the man this season. It well and truly is. It's a brilliant take, as we're going to get Dylan Pritchard on. Last time he played was mid-championship, or maybe just before the playoffs, or in the playoffs actually. I can't remember. It's been a while though. Premier League debut. As will he still be able to impress? I mean, the team's impressing as it is. Even if he doesn't, unless he concedes 3 goals himself, I'm not going to be too angry, as Ben Waine to dribble forward a little bit. He's already making the run, but Ben Waine, I'd say, were clipped there, but referee says otherwise, and they're going to run into the space of Pritchard. Papetti coming across. Of course, I'd still like the clean sheet. Never mind conceding 3 as Tommy Shepherd watching on Machida. That is, it falls back to them. Over the top. Barreira, unfortunately for him, I'm going to prioritise getting him ready for the next game. He will be taken off for Ilayof to get a bit of Premier League time as well. Give him a rest as that's a shot coming in and that's a goal from Johnson. Very good finish. Baggies have won. I'm hoping the game might already be over. But nevertheless, it's just a mix-up from Papetti and Cocky doesn't really cover himself in glory. Same with Andrew. Then again, don't think anyone's saving that one. It was bottom corner. He just got his angles a bit wrong with where he was stood. Still, dissing the goalkeeper that's done us a lot more good than bad this season. There's a bad tackle from them. Gives us a free kick in their half. Tommy Shepherd into Stone. Now on to Ben Wayne. Pritchard running in front of him, but still we managed to keep it. Into Reggie Stone. Santana. I'd love for him to score at least once this year. As West Brom trying to forge a comeback, actually. Gonomu into Chris Willock. It's the Championship team that's coming out now. Championship team that did very well against us, as we need to win that header. We do. Ilayo, very good work. Santana cut off straight away by Taylor. Gives them the ball back. There's not much time added on, I'd hope, anyway. 2 minutes as Gunumu's found a gap. It's 3-2. It's 3-2. Gunumu scores for them. I'm going to skip it all because I'm just hoping for the final whistle. How they've got 2 goals this late on, I'll never know, but at least we've got full time. Wish we would have got a 3-0 win. That would have been decent. But 3 points is all that matters. It's his first season back in the Prem, and we've got to win. Most important thing over the result, though, where does it take us in the table? 16th. Still, level on points with Bournemouth, who we beat with 2 simulations left, isn't it? Yeah, Crystal Palace are actually just 1 point above us, so maybe we stand a chance in the simulation, but with 4 points off the relegation zone. That's a very good thing. It's interesting. Oh, one of the players on his transfer list, which we're trying to gather now. I'm not going to reveal it too closely too far away from the window because it's not opening yet. As Ben Wayne, impressing. Brim Powell has been sold. Andrew's development schedule, that's very nice indeed. Getting his goalkeeper up some ratings. As Crystal Palace away from home as well. There we go, Brim Powell. That's some decent money for a 68 rated player, which I'd take any day of the week. Of course, a big club coming in for him as well, as these games are very close in proximity in this week, as Liam Scales has got an offer. That should be enough. That should be enough to get Cookie through the door. As Liam Scales to Norwich City. Of course, he handed a transfer request in. As I don't know why you're saying all this, Flynn Downs. You're the captain, and we're doing okay. Calm yourself, Flynn Downs. Have we got any of the money from the transfer in yet? Where's his finances? Actually, where is it? There it is. No. None of it's come through the door yet. We're going to have to wait and leave it very close to the wire to try and sign him up as the Crystal Palace team. I think I'm just going to go with the usual suspects. It's working. Santana, Barreira and Wayne. As soon as Santana turns up, what a trio that will be. I believe in it. As can we get a win? No, we don't. Crystal Palace, in fact, to beat us here. Tete, their new signing for, I think, 30 million. Pulling out the trunks as Barreira getting 1 late on again to add to his tally, but done enough for at least a point. So let's move swiftly on to Leicester City, and at this rate we might actually get a game against one of the top 6 in, because we won't have to think about survival, although we did just lose that game. Stupid of me to say after that, but 4 points. 4 points. We've got to earn playing the big teams, as Liam Scales has agreed to join Norwich City. Had his good days, but definitely his bad, as we might have to switch this up a little bit as well. Put Saidi in for Santana. Of course, it's got to be him we switch out. Paradella can have a rest. It looks like Gleno needs one, but we haven't really got a player that can go there, have we? Shepherd, not really convincing. Pollock, of course, is a right footer. He's never going to work there. I'll get Eccles on the bench, nevertheless, and that's what we're going to go with. Can we try, please, and maybe get something against Leicester? Oh, that's an extra day of fitness. That's all right for Gleno. 26 points is what they stand on. They're in the Champions League, I just saw that. As can we get a victory? No. A 2-1 defeat again. Veron. It's just a guy who grabs a brace. And Anthony Saidi scoring for us, or Christian Saidi. It's always a man who grabs a brace, that seals us to a loss. Very good victory. So we'll get towards Spurs, but we'll take a look now where we are. We are 3 points clear of Everton, an actual better goal difference as well, which is insanity. That probably was forged by the win against Everton. We are, I'm not going to count how many points we're off of Conference League football, but it is 13. Anyway, not thinking about that at all. Definitely not thinking about it. We're there and there about mid-table if we get like 2 wins, which is not a bad thing at all. So we'll try and join that. I mean, even joining Arsenal, which we're only 7 points off, which is unbelievable. 17 games in, 1 more game, and we have done a full circuit of the Premier League already. That is phenomenal. As thank you guys for watching this episode right here. As always, don't forget to like, comment, share and subscribe with the notification bell on as well, so you don't miss anything going forward in the future. That has been it from me for today's video. I very much enjoyed recording it. Hopefully you guys have watching it. Take care. In a bit. And peace.